Hello, this is Anne from Dilemma Games, factory of brain teasers. Now I will show you the instructions and rules of the very famous game Kalaha. First of all, we'll introduce you a bit about the history of Kalaha or Mancala. It has relatively long history in artificial intelligence. Nowadays, Kalaha is often used as an example game in computer science. Kalaha games are an extensive class of board games played today primarily in Africa, the Middle East, Asia, and the Caribbean area. Its origins are rooted in ancient Egypt, and it can be traced to the Empire Age, about the 15th to the 11th century before BC. The game spread from Egypt to many parts of Africa and then to Middle East. As Muslim culture spread into the early 80th centuries, it carried the game with it to India, Ceylon, Malaya, Indonesia, and the Philippines. It was carried to many black African culture during the period of the slave trade to the Caribbean area. Until recent times, the game was known in the non-Islamic parts of Europe and Americans. Depending upon how Kalaha game is played and the culture in which it took root, the game has been given many different names. These names refer to the manner of winning, the mode of play, the board used, or the seeds used. Kalaha bears the meaning of losers in Indonesia. The English name it has was count and capture. It refers to the fact that there are no chance factors in the game. Player's strategy is dependent upon ability to reason and count. Winning is based upon a player's ability to claim or capture an opponent's game seeds. Islamic culture names the game according to the physical action that takes place during the game. Thus it has the name Mancala, that is an Arabic word meaning in English to move or to transfer. In certain West African dialects, the depressions or cups in the board are referred to as wari or awari, that bears the meaning of houses in English. Therefore, some cultures name the game as wari. Often seeds used in the game are pebbles, ivory balls, coins, seeds, etc. This game is known as Adi in Nigeria due to the reason that the seeds used are the seeds from Adi plant.
So we'll explain a bit now how to play Kalaha. As said before, there are many ways to play Kalaha, depends on the continent, even on the specific country that the game is played. So we will explain here only one way to play the game, Kalaha or Mancala as it's called in the USA. Dilemma Games produces several sizes of the Mancala. These two sizes you can see right down here, and even an outdoor option of the Kalaha. So let's go to the game's rules. The rules are very simple, but the game can be really amazing and really complicated while playing. So, as you can see in this version, the Kalaha includes 12 holes, 6 on one side of one player, and on the opponent side, 6 other holes. So in total, 12 holes. You can start a game while placing or 4 or 5 or 6 wooden balls or marbles on each hole. So in total, if you use 6 marbles, you need 72 total marbles to play this game. So the games include, let's say, 12 holes, 6 on each side, and 2 cashiers. As you can see, the cashiers on the both sides. This is the cashier of this side, and this is the cashier of the other side. The main target of the game is to have as many as more marbles on your cashier, more than the opponent. So, if we play with total 72 marbles, the one who has at the end of the game on his cashier more than 36 marbles is the winner. After explaining the target of the game, let's go to the 2 only rules the game has. And the 2 rules considering the last ball. So, each player on his turn take all the marbles from one of the 6 holes that belongs to him and start to move them one on each hole on the way to his own cashier. From now on, all is depending on the last ball. If the last ball is falling into your cashier, you have another round. This is rule number 1. And rule number 2 also depends on the last ball. If the last ball falls into an empty hole in your side, you capture all the balls that are on the opponent's side. For example, we are now showing one option. You are moving with all your balls, in this case only one ball, to an empty hole. And now, because the last peg or last marble was located on an empty hole, you are capturing all the balls or marbles on the opponent side, including the one that was there, and you put them all in your cashier. And now the turns go to the other player. So, to be more specific, again, the 2 rules of the games depends on the last ball. When the last ball goes to your cashier, you have another round. When the last ball goes to an empty hole in your side, you capture all the balls on the opponent side and put them in your cashier. It looks very easy and very simple, but while playing, you will notice how complicated this game is and how many thoughts you need to have before placing a move, and to study the importance of counting the number of balls your opponent has before playing.